Okay, so let's talk about the K-dramas na talagang tumatak sa inyo. Wow, tumatak. This 2025. So apologies if I won't be able to include yung ibang K-dramas na gusto niyo because there's a lot, di ba? From January 2025 until December, meron pang na-release talaga na sobrang ganda din. But here are a few that we feel like talagang sinubaybayan ang lahat. Let's go with medical K-dramas, The Resident Playbook, Trauma Code, Heroes on Call, and Hyper Knife. Though yung Hyper Knife medyo iba yung storyline niya compared to, iba naman yung storyline lahat, but Hyper Knife is like more of mystery, suspense. But for Resident Playbook and a Trauma Code, in a way talagang nakaka-good vibes yung whole series. But for Hyper Knife, di ba parang medyo intense. But sobrang ganda po yung tatlo. So, for webtoon, turn K-dramas naman, Friendly Rivalry, Study Group, and Weak Hero. And then, if you'll see, the three yung setting nila is school. So, parang teen drama, may action, may humor din. Especially with Study Group. And minsan, kahit sa Weak Hero, nakikita ko siya. But like, with Friendly Rivalry, sobrang galila ni Lee Hyeri dito. Parang, it's a different character na nakita ko sa kanya. For mga K-dramas naman na nakakakilig, I think, ang dami-dami nito. Well, even with yung mga binanggit ko nung una na K-dramas, may mga kilig moments din talaga sila. But I think for these K-dramas na babanggitin natin next, yung talagang may kilig ka talagang nararamdaman. Like, Would You Marry Me, Crushology 101, The Nice Guy, Genie Make-A-Wish, Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. Parang hindi na natin kailangan balikan yung mga stories. But I think, nakakakilig talaga yung mga series na to. Na ito yung mga series na kung gusto mong kiligin ulit, pwede mong panoorin ulit-ulitin. Diba? We're into revenge K-dramas. Ang dami ding magandang revenge K-dramas this 2025, such as Dear Ex, diba? Also, The Manipulated, Buried Hearts. I mean, we can't help but just root for all the characters, be the man or villain. But may we include this K-drama na I feel like it's very underrated. It's called The Woman Who Swallowed the Sun. It is about a single mother's revenge sa isang Chaebol family na pinahamak yung daughter niya. So, I don't wanna spoil anything, but ganda. Okay, so another intense K-drama as well is Tempest. And it's been a while since we saw Gang Dong-won and Jun Ji-hyun in a K-drama. So, sobrang nung ni-release to, ganda rin talaga. So, halo-halo siya. May about politics, romance, ganda. Let us not forget the last season of Squid Game. Diba? We are all big fans. Sino bang hindi, diba? From season 1 until the third and last season, talagang tumutok tayo lahat this year. And, of course, When Life Gives You Tangerines. For the series, we feel like everyone can relate to it. It's about relationships, it's about family. Like, with me, personally, I would like to share that I had a hard time finishing this film because it's so close to my heart, it's so close to home, especially it involves, you know, parents, your love for your parents. So I feel like lahat din naman talagang napukaw ang damdamin with this series. So yeah, that's it. This is just a little rundown of all the K-dramas that we watched this year. I'm sure, like what I've said earlier, ang dami pa talagang K-dramas, ang magagandang K-dramas na na-release this year na we haven't included in this video. So kung tingin niyo or meron kayong mga K-dramas na talagang napanood or yung mga release this year na na-enjoy nyo, kung iba-iba yung feels ninyo, comment it sa ating comment section and share it to us. Let's talk about it.